Welcome back to our channel. We're the Traveling Dinks. We're going to New York City for 31 hours.
Yes. So come along on our journey. We are currently in Charlotte. Our flight will land in New York around 11. So we're gonna try to find a bar to get at least one little beer in, see Times Square all lit up because it is supposed to rain tomorrow night.
Once again, if you're at 31, if you're going to Denver, you're at 33, please make your way over to 31. Doors will be closing in 1 minute.
On Broadway, so I'm super excited about that. And then we are gonna go see the 9/11 museum, have a couple food spots we want to check out, but we're also gonna give ourselves some time to explore. So yeah, it's gonna be exciting. And then our flight comes back home Sunday morning
6 a.m.
at 6 a.m. So we probably won't even sleep tomorrow night. We're probably gonna go back and take a nap at some point tomorrow, maybe after Wicked, and just stay up all night because we'll have to be at the airport at like 2 or 3 in the morning. So it's gonna be fun and interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It's also our first time flying Frontier. So far okay. They definitely, so we did this kind of like to be super cheap because we're literally going to be in New York for 31 hours. So we kind of went cheap on the flights, and it's only a 2-hour flight from Charlotte to LaGuardia. So it definitely was a cheap plane ticket, but we had to pay like what, $74 for our carry-on.
Yeah, so the plane ticket, just the plane ticket for me and Abby was about $90 a piece. So we did that, but then for like this size of a backpack right here, this is free, but like a carry-on suitcase, that's $79. So just so y'all know, we're gonna do, when we get on the plane, we'll show you our seats. We'll just kind of show you the room. I didn't bring like a tape measure or anything, but I'll show you the room we have. But like again, backpacks, standard size backpacks are free to carry on. But again, like suitcases that you could usually take on Delta or United or American are $79.
Yeah, and
also it is, depending on what seat you do, you have to pay to choose your seat. It goes from like $22
Pay the following passengers: last name Hart, last name Hubbs, last name Halliwell, last name Watson. Please make your way over to after 31 at this time. Doors will be closing in 3 minutes, and they will not reopen.
The carry-on thing was $74 till last night. We were checking in.
Yeah.
And we probably, and maybe we missed that, but if we did,
booked it last minute, and I did it while at work. So
if we didn't miss that, that's kind of annoying that we would find that out till you do our check-in. Probably, unless this like flight both flights to and there goes like perfectly smoothly, we probably won't do this again, because outside of like maybe one more night away,
I don't know. I mean, it's still like
we can't get much more. If we
it's
both
only
have,
like $300.
but if we both have to bring a bag, that's $300 just for our bags.
Well, like a quick weekend trip somewhere, this would be
But
perfect.
I'm saying, like, if it was more than one more day, we probably couldn't do this because we'd both have to have bags.
No, I agree. But we could just, or what that makes sense is the carry-on was $79, but also checking a bag was
like,
$79.
I think it was $5 more to check the bag.
So if
Once
we
again,
wanted to go
pay
somewhere
the
longer
following
on a
passenger
budget
going
trip,
to
we
Denver,
could
flight
check it
1361 here at
and be
Alpha
one with it.
31.
Yeah.
Last name
So we'll
Hart,
see.
last name
I
Hubbs,
will
last
say,
name Watson.
I've only flown out of
Please make your way
Charlotte,
over to
I
Alpha
think,
31
one time,
at this
but
time
you've
if
done
you're
it
going to
several
Denver,
times
flight
for work.
1361.
And this is when besides like the parking situation, once you get in the airport, it's very clean, very nice. I mean, I know a lot of airports are similar, but I like it. We're traveling on Valentine's Day, and it's not super busy. It's a Friday.
Is Valentine's Day like a traveling holiday?
I mean, I guess it could be a romantic holiday.
We're traveling.
We are. But in Charlotte's airport, the parking is kind of like, you really can't park and just walk. unless there's like one really expensive parking garage right where you can walk across the street, but you have to take trolleys everywhere. So definitely like give yourself time. Like it was easy to get in, but we had to take a little free shuttle to the airport. So like between getting parked and everything, it was probably a 20-30 minute process. Then you go through TSA and all the things.
Yeah,
so,
parking was only like $40 for the weekend.
yeah, our local airport is super small, so we're kind of used to like being able to get in and be like at our gate in like 30-35 minutes versus like just getting to the airport once you park. So just gotta account for that.
Unfortunately, Frontier doesn't come into our local airport.
No, it's not.
So
It's not.
but yeah, come along with us for the journey. All right, everybody, so we have officially boarded the plane. It's a little interesting, I ain't gonna lie.
Show that seat.
So this seat is right here, really thin. Not terrible foot room at all, but here is the fold-out tray. Very about as big as your hand. And let's see, still have a little armrest right here that folds out. No USB connections. No USB connections at all.
Airbus.
We are on the Airbus A320. So 3 wide the whole way. Doesn't even seem like there's a first class when we got on. So yeah, so this is kind of what it looks like. If I had to guess, like here's my hand, almost can touch. So it's pretty standard for economy. Yeah, plenty of foot room for stowaways. If you pay $79 to check a bag, you do get priority boarding. So at least that's nice, right? So you make sure you can get your bags on in the stowaway. Yeah. All right. Well, we are about to head out, so we will take back with you, and we're about to land. All right. All right, so we didn't record it right when we got off the plane. It was a little chaotic.
Yeah.
Getting off. But thoughts about the plane ride. It wasn't bad. The seats were really thin. And my biggest complaint about it, I'll put the menu on here, is you have to pay for everything, food-wise, drink-wise. They don't offer.
And it may not be that way if it's a longer flight. This was only technically a 2-hour flight. We really were only in air like an hour and 10 minutes. So maybe it wouldn't be that way now. Like because of the seats and stuff, like there was no cushion.
It was plastic with leather on top.
Yeah. So I mean, I probably would do that same flight maybe another hour longer, but I definitely wouldn't do like a, for us like here to Las Vegas or something. It's like a 6-hour flight or from home. Probably wouldn't do something like that. But like a 2, maybe even a 3-hour, maybe max is about the most. I would probably do in that plane. Now, my only really complaint is I feel like obviously it's a really cheap flight, but they nickel and dime you. So it's really beneficial if you're just going somewhere for like maybe 1, 2, 3 nights max where you don't have a lot of luggage. Because if not, you're going to pay for all your luggage and you might as well have just flown American, Delta, or United and you would have spent the same amount of money and not had to worry, like just been all done at once. So
yeah,
and probably better seats.
At the end of this video, what we'll do is we'll just put the price what we paid for everything on here. We'll just put the price of everything
because we still don't know, because we still have to pay for our luggage to get back, so we haven't even finished doing all that. So
yeah, so we're gonna go explore the city, but yeah, that was our flight on Frontier
from Charlotte to LaGuardia.
Charlotte to New York LaGuardia.
Yeah, cool.
Let's
go.
All right, what's your initial thoughts on New York?
It's crazy. It's midnight, and where we live,
it's midnight,
and where we live at like 7, it's not this busy.
It's slammed. It's wild.
And it's freaking cold, and people are still out. So it's cool.
Yeah, it's definitely different than what we're used to. So it's gonna be interesting to see street food. We're gonna try and go to Chinatown. We're gonna goals to go to Chinatown Twin Towers Memorial. We're here to see a Broadway play, so we'll see how it all goes. Follow us along.